The bench behind the library was cold. Menzi looked straight ahead and spoke once. "I slept with Andy," he said. "She is pregnant." Lumka did not move. Her hands were tight. "Is it yours?" she asked. "Yes," he said. "We went to the clinic. It is confirmed." She stood up and kept her eyes on the trees. "Send me one message after your next appointment," she said. "Only the result. Nothing else." He nodded. "Okay." She walked away. Before we roll back to where it all began, help this series grow. Please subscribe, turn on the bell like this episode, and leave a comment. Tell me where you stand. Team Menzi or Team Senzo? Should Lumka choose love or family duty? If your best friend shared your secret, what would you do? Chapter 1, The First Choice. "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" Menzi looked up from his laptop. He was in the front row of the economics lecture theater. He always chose the same seat against the wall, 2 chairs from the stairs close to the projector. He glanced at the tall girl with straight black braids and a neat blazer that did not match the student hoodie underneath. Her gold necklace was simple. Her nails were clean and short. She held a coffee and a notebook. "No, you can sit," Menzi said. "Thanks," she said. "I'm Lumka." "I'm Menzi." She lowered herself into the seat. "I've seen you here every lecture. You never miss." "I'm on a bursary," Menzi said. "If I miss, I feel like I'm wasting money I don't have." She smiled. Fair point. The lecturer walked in and the room settled. Menzi opened a spreadsheet. He stopped hearing the buzz around him. He only heard the lecturer and the clicking of his own keyboard. When the class ended, he stayed to email his tutorial group. "You type fast," Lumka said, waiting next to him. "Do you mind walking me to upper campus? My friend is late." "It's on my way," Menzi said, closing the laptop. They stepped out into the Cape Town wind. Banners for student council elections moved with loud plastic noise. People waved flyers. The smell of coffee and wet grass mixed after the morning drizzle. "So, Menzi," she said, "what's your plan after this degree?" "I want to work in data," he said. "I like building models. I like when numbers match what happens in real life." "Do they match?" "Sometimes," he said. "Sometimes people are the error term." She laughed. "You sound like a grandpa. How old are you?" 21. "Same. Where are you from?" "Medansane, near East London. You?" "Constantia," she said, then cleared her throat. "But my mom is from Kala. We spend a lot of time there. My dad's work is in Cape Town. We moved here when I was 10. "Cool," he said. She tilted her head. "That's not the word you wanted to say." "It's cool," he said again. She studied him. "You always this careful?" "I try to be." They reached the jammy shuttle stop. A white BMW idled nearby. A guy in a navy golf shirt leaned against it, looking at his phone. He glanced up and smiled when he saw Lumka. "Hey," the guy said, opening his arms. "Hey, Senzo," she said, hugging him. Senzo gave Menzi a friendly nod. "You good, bro?" "Yeah," Menzi said. "Thanks for walking my friend," Senzo said to him. He looked at Lumka. "Your phone died?" "Yeah," she said. "Andy had my charger." "Andy is always stealing chargers," Senzo said. "Jump in. We'll drop you at res." "I'm heading to the lab," Menzi said. "Okay, cool," Senzo said. Then to Lumka. "Your dad wants us at dinner tonight, nay? He said 7. "Okay," she said. After they drove off, Menzi stood still for a moment. He took out his phone and checked the bus timetable. He put the phone back and walked to the lab. At dinner in Constantia, the long table was set with quiet plates and thin glasses. Lumka's father, Vuyani, in a gray suit, spoke in a steady voice about a fund he was closing. Her mother, Babalwa, asked about her grades. Her grandfather, Tatam Tetwa, watched her with the soft, sharp eyes that missed nothing. Senzo sat next to Lumka. He moved like someone who knew the house well. He poured still water for everyone without being asked. "Did you walk today?" her father asked. "Campus," Lumka said. "Then I came home. Senzo picked me up. Good, her mother said. I need you here tomorrow morning. Your aunt is coming to discuss the gala seating. The gala again, Lumka said. It is our foundation, her mother said. We are raising money for hostels in the Eastern Cape. You know why we do it. I know. Her grandfather leaned forward. And your classes? They are fine, Tata. The econometrics module? It's fine. Do you sit in front? He asked. Can you hear the lecturer breathe? That is where you should be. I sit in front, she said. Good, he said. Senzo touched her elbow under the table. You still want that steak after dinner, or ice cream mission? Maybe both, she whispered. Her father folded his napkin. There is another topic, he said. Senzo's family will join us for lunch on Saturday. We will speak about December. Lumka looked at her water. December. An introduction, her mother said. Nothing formal yet. We will be very clear that you two are focusing on school, but we do not hide what is obvious. Senzo cleared his throat. Uncle Vuyani, I'm happy to come and greet. I also want Lumka to be comfortable. She is comfortable, her mother said. I'm here, Lumka said. I will come to lunch. Her grandfather raised his eyebrows. It is not only lunch, he said. It is us telling the world where our families stand. You and Senzo grew up in each other's houses. This is natural. We do not rush. We do not play. We do things properly. Yes, Tata, she said. After dinner, in the driveway, Senzo leaned on the hood while the guard opened the gate. You okay? He asked. I don't know, she said. I feel like everyone is already inside that lunch, but I'm still outside the door. He nodded. I get it. If you want, I can tell my dad to slow things down. Then the story will be that I'm the problem, she said. I don't want that either. He looked at her. You know I'm here. Since we were kids. You know. I know, she said, and hugged him. His arms around her were familiar. They were safe. It had always been like that. He was the boy who fought a bully for her in grade 5. He was the one who set up a playlist for her matric dance. He was the one who came when her car stalled outside Cavendish. She rested her cheek on his chest. It felt like a door she could always open. But when she closed her eyes, she saw a quiet face in a front row seat, focused on a spreadsheet, speaking carefully about error terms. 2 days later, after a tutorial, Lumka went to the front row again. Menzi was packing his bag. Do you drink coffee? She asked. Yes. Do you want one? She said. I owe you for that walk. You don't owe me, he said, but I'll have coffee. They walked to the campus café. She ordered 2 Americanos and 2 muffins. He reached for his wallet. It's fine, she said. He hesitated, then put the wallet back. Thank you. They sat at a small table. So, she said, why do you always sit in front? I can't afford to miss anything, he said. At home, when I watch TV, my uncle would say, if you're going to watch, watch. Same with lectures. You have an uncle here? In Nyanga, he said. I stay in res now. First year I stayed with my aunt in Khayelitsha. Now I'm on campus. It's easier. Do you work? I do tutoring, he said. And I help a small NGO with their data. They pay me something small. What do your parents do? My mom is a cashier at ShopRite in Madansana. My dad passed when I was 9. I'm sorry. It's okay, he said. I'm used to it. She nodded. My dad is in finance. My mom runs a foundation. My grandfather used to be in government. They like events. They like people. Our house is always full. That sounds busy, he said. It is, she said. I like quiet sometimes. They ate their muffins in a short silence. You don't talk much in class, she said. I talk in tutorials. You don't talk much there either, she said. He smiled a little. I talk when I have something to say. She leaned forward. Do you ever feel like your whole life is a schedule someone printed without asking you? He thought for a moment. I don't know. My schedule is mine because I made it. Lucky you, she said. Or I had no choice, he said. That's another way to see it. She watched him. You're interesting. I'm normal, he said. Normal is interesting, she said. He looked down at his coffee. Okay. She laughed. Do you ever go out? Like, out? Not really, he said. It costs money. You can come out with me and my friends. You don't have to buy anything. That's worse, he said. I don't like feeling like I'm someone's project. She sat back. Fair. I didn't mean... No, it's fair, she said. I get it. I don't want to be someone's project either. He nodded. Okay. She checked her phone. I need to meet my friend Andy at the library. She thinks the librarian hates her. He smiled. Why? She returns books late, Lumka said, and she charms her way out of the fines. The librarian knows her by name now. Andy, he said, is that the one who steals chargers? You met Senzo, she said. He seems nice, Menzi said. He is, she said. He's been in my life forever. Menzi waited. My family wants us to be together, she said. Like, for life. Oh, he said. They'll say it's only lunch, she said. They mean more than lunch. Do you want that? He asked. She moved her cup in small circles. I want many things. Some do not fit inside the same day. He stared at her for a long second, then looked away. I should go to the lab, he said. Okay, she said. Thank you for the coffee date. He half smiled. Date? She held his eyes. Yes. He stood, unsure. Okay. When he left, she covered her face with her hands for a moment and then laughed at herself. She stood, brushed crumbs from her jeans, and walked to the library. Andy sat at a study table near the windows. Her hair was in a messy bun. A pencil was between her teeth. She looked up. Finally, Andy said, I almost started talking to strangers. You always talk to strangers, Lumka said, dropping into the chair. True, Andy said. So, why do you look like you just stole something? I had coffee with the front row guy, Lumka said. Andy dropped the pencil. The quiet one with the sharp jaw? The one who looks like he solves crimes at night? Don't be dramatic, Lumka said. His name is Menzi. Andy raised her eyebrows. You had coffee with Menzi? Yes. Does Senzo know you had coffee with Menzi? No. Are you going to tell Senzo? I don't know. Andy leaned forward. I love you. You know I will stand with you even when you do nonsense, but this is not small. Your family is not small. Senzo is not small. It was coffee, Lumka said. Don't make it a wedding. Andy softened. Okay, how was the not wedding coffee? He is quiet, Lumka said. He thinks before he speaks. He doesn't like charity. He is stubborn about his own dignity. He is the first person in a long time who made me feel like I was not the main character in every room, and that felt good. Andy stared at her. You're in trouble. I know. Andy took Lumka's hands. I'm here. I will help you be honest with yourself. I will also remind you when your family is a train, you cannot stop. My family is a train, Lumka said, and I'm in the first carriage. Andy squeezed her fingers. I'm your friend. I don't want to see you dragged under. You always protect me, Lumka said. Andy grinned. I also steal your jackets. Balance. They opened their laptops. After 10 minutes, Andy groaned. Why do words move on the page? Andy asked. They don't, Lumka said. They do, Andy said. The letters jump. They're rude. You need to see someone again, Lumka said softly. I know, Andy said. I'm trying. My mom says there's a guy at the clinic who can help for less. We might go next week. Okay, Lumka said. If you want, I can talk to my mom. Andy's face stiffened for a second, then relaxed. Not yet, she said. I'm okay. It's not that bad today. Okay, Lumka said. Andy peered past her screen. You're smiling at your phone. Lumka threw a pen at her. Mind your own notes. Is it Menzi? No. Is it Senzo? Yes, Lumka said, then sighed. My life is a group chat. Andy leaned back. Here is my advice. Don't play with two hearts. If you want Menzi, tell Senzo the truth. If you want Senzo, stop buying muffins for Menzi. I didn't buy them, Lumka said. Okay, I did. Andy smiled. You're generous with other people's futures. Lumka closed her laptop. Let's go eat. I can't read today. You started reading, Andy said. Shut up, Lumka said, and they laughed. Saturday lunch arrived with white tents and men in black shirts carrying platters. Senzo's parents came with flowers. They greeted everyone by name. The two fathers embraced like brothers. The mothers spoke like sisters. The cousins played on the lawn. Look how they fit, Babalwa whispered to her husband as she watched Senzo and Lumka hand out plates. It is right. Yoo-hoo, he said softly. Happy. At the table, Senzo's father cleared his throat. Before food, he said, I want to say one thing from our side. We love you, Mintanam, he said to Lumka. You have been in our house since you were a child. You will always have a room there. We are not rushing anything. We are only saying we stand beside your family. When the time is right, we will still be here. Her grandfather lifted his glass. That is all we ask, he said. We move with respect. People clapped. Someone shouted, to love. The cousins cheered for cake that had not been cut yet. After speeches, Lumka slipped away to the side of the house where staff were taking a break. She needed quiet. Menzi's text from the night before was still on her mind. Thanks for the coffee. Good luck for lunch. She had typed, you too, which made no sense, then deleted it. Running away? A voice said. She looked up. Senzo had followed. I needed air, she said. He stood next to her. I know that face. You smile for everyone, but your eyes look like an empty room. She winced. Don't know how to lie to you. You don't have to, he said. I'll ask straight. Is there someone else? She didn't answer. He closed his eyes for a second. Okay, he said. I won't force you into a corner here, but I need to know what I am to you now, not what our parents want. You are my friend, she said. You are the safest person I know. He breathed out. And not the person you want to kiss. I don't know, she said. I think about it and I freeze. Then I think about something else and I don't freeze. Who is he? Senzo asked. A guy in my class, she said. He sits in front. He is quiet. The bursary guy, Senzo said gently. She met his eyes. Yes. Senzo nodded. Okay. He pressed his lips together, then let out a short laugh without humor. Of course it would be that guy. The one who has something no one can buy. This isn't about money, she said quickly. I know, he said, but money is in the room. It is always in the room with us. They stood in silence. I'll be honest with my parents, Senzo said at last. Not today, but soon. I won't ask you to pretend. I'm sorry, she said. He swallowed. I'll be okay. I always said I would protect you. Maybe this is also protection, nay? Not holding you where you don't want to be. She touched his hand. You're good. He smiled and it broke her a little. I try, he said. They went back to the tent. She did her duty. She laughed when people told stories. She cut cake for the cousins. At sunset, when the last guests left, her grandfather called her to his study. He closed the door. I watched you today, he said. Your face speaks when your mouth is quiet. I'm fine, Tata. He pushed his chair back. Do not tell me fine. Tell me the truth. She looked at the carpet. There is someone else I like. Is he from where? Her grandfather asked. Medansane. What do his parents do? His mother is a cashier. His father passed. What does he do? He is a student. He works. He is the best in our class. Her grandfather tapped the table. And Senzo? I love him, she said, but not like that. He sat back and studied her. Love gets tested by time and by food. Will you eat pap with this other boy in a one-room flat with a broken stove? Will you watch him work late and burn his eyes? Will you wait while he builds a thing with his hands in his head? Will you listen to people laugh at you at their dinner tables and not answer? Will you stand up straight when they say you fell downwards? Yes, she said, surprising herself with how fast it came out. He nodded slow. We will see. Your father will fight me. Your mother will cry. Senzo's people will be hurt. I will be called names. I do not fear names. I fear weak hearts. Is your heart strong, Mintanum? I think so, she said. I want to be honest. Then be honest with Senzo today, he said. Do not leave him to guess. The boy is a man already. He deserves truth. I told him, she said. He knows. Her grandfather's shoulders eased a little. Good, he said. I am old. I have seen many weddings. I want a marriage, not a show. Go and sleep. She went to her room. She looked at the dresses in her open wardrobe, the ones chosen for lunches and galas. She lay on her bed and stared at the ceiling. Then she picked up her phone and sent a message. Are you awake? He replied almost at once. Yes. Can we talk? Now? Yes. Where? The small cafe on Main Road, the one near the pharmacy. Okay, I'll walk. I'll drive. Don't, I'll meet you there. Okay. She put on a hoodie and slipped out of the house. The guard looked away on purpose. He was used to kids who needed to breathe. The cafe was almost empty. A student bar across the road was loud. Menzi sat at a corner table back to the wall. He wore a plain gray t-shirt and a light jacket. He stood when she came in. Hi, he said. Hi. They sat. How was lunch? He asked. A lot, she said. Everyone said the right words. I couldn't taste my food. He watched her. Do you want to do this? Which part? She asked. Us, he said, careful. If there is an us. She swallowed. Yes. He nodded once. Okay. I don't know how to do it, she said. I only know how to be my mother's daughter and my grandfather's granddaughter and Senzo's friend. I don't know how to be your... What word do we use? Start with friend, he said. We can be honest there. She exhaled. I can do friend. Then let's start there, he said. No secrets, no games. You say what you want, I say what I can give. She smiled. You sound like a contract. I am a spreadsheet, he said, deadpan. She laughed loud, and the bar customers looked over. She put her face in her hands again, then looked up. Okay. First truth. I like you. Second truth, he said. I like you. They sat in a quiet that did not feel like a gap. What about your family? He asked. What happens when they find out you're seeing someone who is not Senzo, who is not from that world? They will fight, she said. I will fight back. My grandfather might stand with me. My parents will be angry. They will say I don't understand responsibility. They will say I am selfish. They might cut my allowance for a while. I have savings. He frowned. You shouldn't burn bridges for me. I'm not burning them for you, she said. I'm opening a window for myself. He nodded slowly. Okay. What about your family? She asked. My mom will pray for you, he said. She will also worry. Not because of who you are. Because of what your world does to people like me. She'll say people like us get invited to the table to wash the plates. I won't let that happen, she said. It's not your event, he said. Sometimes it happens anyway. She held his eyes. When it happens, we leave. He smiled a little. That sounds easy when you say it. It won't be easy, she said, but I don't want to be afraid. He looked at her hands on the table. He reached out and put his hand on top of hers. Okay. They sat like that until the bar closed. Outside, the air was cold. He pulled the jacket tight. Can I walk you? He asked. No, she said. If you walk me to the gate, a camera will add you to a list. I don't want you on a list tonight. He nodded. Message me when you're inside. I will, she said. Good night. Good night. She turned to go and then turned back. She stepped closer and kissed him. It was brief. It was simple. It was not a promise. It was a start. On Monday, Andy cornered her on the lawn. You're glowing, Andy said. Either you found a new toner or you kissed the front row guy. I kissed him, Lumka said. Andy whistled low. And how do you feel? Alive, Lumka said. Andy hugged her. I'm happy if you're clear. I told Senzo, Lumka said. Andy's face got serious. How did he take it? He was kind, Lumka said. He's always kind. Andy nodded. He'll be okay. He has a big heart. He also has a ticket out of here if he wants. What does that mean? He has an uncle in London, Andy said. He told me once. He can go work there after graduation if he wants. He'll be fine. He will also be sad. Both can be true. Lumka rubbed her eyes. I hate hurting him. I know, Andy said, but lying would hurt him worse. The bell rang for the next lecture. They walked into the hall. Menzi was in his seat. He looked up when he saw Lumka and smiled, small and real. She sat next to him. Andy took the seat behind them and kicked Lumka's chair lightly. Hey, Menzi said. Hey, she said. He slid a single page toward her. It was a summary of last week's tutorial. I made notes, he said, in case you wanted to see the logic again. She looked at the neat handwriting. Thank you. Andy leaned forward. Hi, Menzi. He turned. Hi, Andy. You're the famous front row guy, Andy whispered. Menzi raised an eyebrow. I didn't know I was famous. You are now, Andy said and sat back. The lecture started. Menzi and Lumka shared a highlighter without talking about it. It felt normal. It felt new. A week later, the first real test of this new life came. Lumka's mother called her to the kitchen. Your father told me you and Senzo are taking a break, Babalwa said, chopping herbs with fast, hard motions. Is that true? Yes, Mama. Because of a boy in your class? A boy I don't know? Yes. Her mother put down the knife. Do you know how this looks, Lumka? Do you understand the message you send to people who stood with us for years? I am not a message, Lumka said quietly. I am a person. Her mother stared at her. You sound like your grandfather. He will back you and then he will go to bed and sleep. I will have to make calls. I'm sorry, Lumka said, but I can't promise a future I don't want. Her mother's mouth thinned. Bring the boy to dinner. Tonight. I don't think that's a good idea. Tonight, her mother said. Lumka's stomach turned. She went outside and texted Menzi. My mom wants you at dinner tonight. It will be intense. I can ask to move it. He replied after a minute. If we are doing this, we should do it. What time? 7. Dress nice. Not too nice. I don't know. I have one nice shirt. See you at 7. She took a deep breath and called Andy. I need you to distract me till 6, she said. Andy whistled. Operation Don't Panic. I'm on my way. They walked around the block. Andy told bad jokes. They sat on the grass. Andy lay back and looked at the sky. When we were kids, Andy said, we used to sit outside your house and count the expensive cars. Do you remember? I remember, Lumka said. I always thought money made problems smaller, Andy said. I see now it just changes the shape. Lumka turned her head. You okay? I'm fine, Andy said. My dad's business is slow. We're cutting extra things. It's not a big deal. I'm just thinking. If you need anything. I know you'll offer, Andy said, smiling. Let me figure it out. I'll ask if I need help. Okay. At 6, Andy walked her to the gate and squeezed her hand. You've got this, she said. I hope so, Lumka said. At 7 sharp, the bell rang. Menzi stood at the door in a clean white shirt and dark trousers. He held a small paper bag. Good evening, he said. Diabolisa. The housekeeper showed him in. Babalwa and Vuyani were in the lounge with Tatam Datwa. Everyone stood. Good evening, Menzi said again. Good evening, Vuyani said, shaking his hand. I'm Vuyani. Babalwa, her mother said, offering her cheek. Tata, her grandfather said, not moving, just looking. Menzi handed Babalwa the paper bag. It's nothing, he said. Just biscuits I bought from a lady outside Res. She bakes to pay for her son's school. I wanted to bring something. Babalwa took the bag like it was a test paper. She peeked inside. The biscuits were simple, golden, tied with a cheap ribbon. She nodded once and placed them on the table. "Sit," she said. They sat. The house hummed with quiet. A distant TV from the kitchen staff quarters leaked a soapy theme song when the door opened and closed. The city lay outside like a patient animal. Vianney cleared his throat. "Menzi," he said, "tell us about your family." Menzi spoke calmly. He told them about Madame Sene. He told them about his mother, Nobuntu, who woke at 4. He told them about his uncle, Zola, who found him a second-hand laptop. He told them about his Saturdays at the library and how the librarians knew his name. "What do you want to do after university?" Babawa asked. "I want to work in analytics," he said. "I want to build products that help people make decisions. I'm building a small app now with a friend that tracks taxi timetables for students who commute." "Does it make money?" she asked. "Not yet," he said. "It saves time." Her mother's jaw relaxed 1 degree. Her father nodded, trying not to show that he was impressed. "And what is your intention with our daughter?" Vianney asked, gentle but firm. Menzi looked at him. "I care about her," he said. "I want to be honest. I will not take from her. I will not hide." Her grandfather leaned forward. "Will you stand when people say you are using her?" "I will stand," Menzi said. "Will you stand when she is tired of fighting us and you and the world all in 1 week?" "I will stand," Menzi said. "Will you stand when Senzo looks at you like a son looks at the man who took his house?" Menzi was quiet for a moment. "I will stand," he said again, softer. Her grandfather sat back. He looked at Babalwa and Vianney. "The boy has a spine," he said. "We see that," Vianney said. Babalwa folded her hands. "We also have guests to consider," she said. "Our lives are full. We cannot be in a scandal every week. I will not have my daughter dragged on blogs." "I don't read blogs," Menzi said. "I don't have time." Lumka snorted and coughed to cover it. Her mother's mouth twitched, despite herself. They ate. Conversation stayed on school and work. Menzi asked Vianney about a portfolio move he had made last year. His question was sharp and respectful. Vianney enjoyed answering. Babalwa asked Menzi about the NGO. He explained the dataset. She listened without interrupting. When the plates were cleared, Tata Mtetwa stood. "Walk with me," he said to Menzi. They stepped out into the garden. The night was cool. "I want to know why you want my granddaughter," Tata said without preamble. "Not the pretty answer. The dark one. The one you do not say." Menzi took his time. "I want to build with someone who won't panic when she sees a blueprint," he said. "I want to sleep next to someone who doesn't need me to pretend I am more than I am. I want to be less alone. I also want her, because she is her." Tata nodded. "Good," he said. "If you had said because she is beautiful, I would have sent you home." "She is," Menzi said, then added, "and also other things." Tata grunted, almost a laugh. "Go back inside," he said. "If you hurt her, I will not call the police. I will call your mother. She will do better." Menzi smiled. "Yes, Tata?" Back in the lounge, Babalwa surprised everyone by opening the biscuits and putting them on a plate. She bit into one and raised her eyebrows. "These are good," she said. "They are," Menzi said. As he stood to leave, Babalwa touched his arm. "If you are going to be in our lives," she said, "buy a dark jacket. Your shirt is good, you need a jacket." He blinked. "Okay." "I will send you the brand we use for the young men at the foundation," she said. "It's not expensive." "Thank you." In the driveway, Lumka walked him to the gate. "You survived," she said. "I prefer exams," he said. "They have marks." She laughed. "Thank you for coming." He looked at her. "Are you sure?" "Yes." "Okay," he said. He touched her cheek. then put his hand down quickly when he saw the guard. "Good night," she said. "Good night." The next few weeks built their rhythm. They studied in the same corner at the library. They shared sandwiches. They walked to the taxi rank to test his app and argued about features. They fought once about time when Menzi canceled a movie because he had to work a night shift at the campus IT desk. "You could have told me earlier," she said. "I told you as soon as my boss asked," he said. "You always choose work over me," she said, hearing her own tone and hating it. "I always choose survival," he said. "If that is a deal breaker, tell me now." She lowered her voice. "It's not. I was just looking forward to it." "I was too," he said. "I'll make it up to you." She nodded and hugged him, cheek against his chest. Andy watched quietly. She stayed close to Lumka, but she gave Menzi space. Sometimes she joined them and made them laugh. Sometimes she didn't arrive because she had extra shifts at the café where she worked. Sometimes she looked tired and said nothing. One night, after a late library session, Lumka and Andy walked down the steps together. "How are things at home?" Lumka asked. "Okay," Andy said too quickly. Andy exhaled. "We're cutting more things. We moved to a smaller place. It's fine. It's closer to campus, actually. I told my mom I'll take more shifts." "Do you want to stay with us for a bit?" Lumka asked. "No pressure." Andy shook her head. "Your mom is lovely, but I don't want to hear the word foundation before breakfast." They laughed. "Seriously?" Lumka said. "Seriously, I'll be okay," Andy said. "I'm just adjusting." They reached the road. A car honked. It was Senzo. He rolled down the window. "Hey," he said to both of them. "Need a ride?" "We're okay," Andy said, but Lumka opened the door. "I'll take one," she said. "Andy?" "I'll walk," Andy said. "See you tomorrow." Senzo drove in silence for a block. "How are you?" he asked. "I'm okay," she said. "You?" "Working," he said. "Applying for a grad program in London." She looked at him. "You're really going?" "I don't know yet," he said. "But I need a new start." Her throat tightened. "I'm sorry." He glanced at her. "Don't be. I had your back when we were kids. I still have it. That doesn't mean I have to stand in the same place forever." She nodded. "Thank you for not hating me." "I tried," he said. "Didn't work." They smiled at each other, sad and warm. When he dropped her, he squeezed her hand. "Be good," he said. "I'm trying," she said. A week later, life did its thing. It twisted. It started small. A rumor on a student blog about a front-row romance. A blurry photo of Lumka and Menzi walking out of the cafe. Comments. Some kind. Some sharp. Then a larger thing. A post that claimed Andy was failing because she was lazy and party girl. It included a line about struggling with reading like a child. It was cruel and detailed in a way that meant someone close had spoken. Andy came to campus with her chin up and her eyes red. She found Lumka outside the lecture hall. "Someone posted about me," Andy said, voice flat. "What?" Lumka asked. She grabbed Andy's phone and read the lines. Her stomach turned cold. "Who would do this?" Andy looked at her. "Who did I tell about my reading?" "You, my mom, a tutor, the clinic." "I never," Lumka started, then stopped because the guilt in her own chest moved. "What?" Andy asked. "Last week," Lumka said, voice thin. "I was angry at Menzi. I was venting. I said something like, 'At least I can read my boyfriend's messages without mixing letters,' as a stupid joke. I swear it was just us. But we were outside the lab. People were around." Andy stared at her. "You said that?" "I'm sorry," Lumka whispered. "I was angry and stupid." Andy took a step back. "You know how hard this is for me. You know how long I kept it quiet so people wouldn't treat me like a child. And you used it to what? Score a point in a fight with your boyfriend?" "I'm sorry," Lumka said again. "Save it," Andy said, voice breaking. "Save your sorry for the blog." She turned and walked away. Menzi found Lumka sitting on the lawn, shaking. What happened? He asked. I messed up, she said. She told him in halting sentences. He sat down hard. Why would you say that? I don't know, she said. I felt small and wanted to feel big again. It was ugly. I hate myself. We'll fix it, he said. How? She asked. We start by talking to Andy, he said. You apologize. Publicly if she wants. I will back you. Why would you back me? She whispered. Because you're mine, he said quietly. And because being with someone means taking responsibility, even when they are wrong. She wiped her eyes. Okay. They found Andy near the library. She stood with her arms folded, her jaw tight. I'm sorry, Lumka said. I was wrong. I was cruel. I cannot take it back, but I will do everything to repair it. Tell me what you need. Andy looked at both of them. I need my life back, she said. Can you give me that? No, Lumka said. I can give you my loyalty. I can fight with you against whoever posted this. Andy's mouth twisted. Maybe I don't want your loyalty anymore. Please, Lumka said. Andy stared at her for a long time. I need space, she said. Don't call me. I will call you. She walked away. Menzi exhaled. We wait, he said. Lumka nodded, tears running again. I broke the one person who always protected me. Menzi held her. That night, Lumka's parents heard about the blog. Babawa stormed into her room. What did you do? Her mother demanded. I said something careless, Lumka said. Someone heard, they posted. Do you know what this looks like? Her mother said. We take kids from townships into our programs and then our daughter is laughing about someone's reading? Do you want to destroy everything we've built? I made a mistake, Lumka said. Fix it, her mother said. Call the blog, get them to take it down. Apologize to your friend. And for heaven's sake, stay off Main Road with cameras. Her mother left. Her father stood in the doorway, soft-eyed. Fix it, he said gently. Lumka nodded. I will. She typed a statement and sent it to the blog. She texted Andy again and again, then stopped when she realized she was adding noise. At midnight, a message arrived from an unknown number. Meet me at the old bar on Lower Main. We need to talk. She frowned and pulled on a hoodie. She took a taxi to Observatory. The bar was half empty. She saw Andy at the back, a glass of water in front of her. She sat. Thank you for coming, Andy said. I would have run, Lumka said. Andy stared at her hands. My family is in trouble, she said. My dad's contract fell through. We owe rent. My mom is scared. I am scared. Lumka reached for her hand, but Andy pulled away. I am not telling you this to get your money, Andy said quickly. I'm telling you because I want you to understand why I am angry. I feel like the floor moved under me. Everything is loud. And then the blog hit. I wanted to hide. I wanted to scream. I'm sorry, Lumka said. I will say it until you are tired of hearing it. Andy nodded once, not forgiving, not ready. There is something else, she said. Your parents called my mom today. Lumka's stomach tightened. Why? They said they can help us, Andy said. They offered money. A lot. There were conditions. What conditions? Lumka asked, already afraid. That I date Menzi, Andy said, looking up at her. That I make him fall for me. And if I fall pregnant, they help my family out of everything. Clean slate. The room went quiet in Lumka's head. She heard music from the speakers like it was underwater. My parents said that? She asked, voice thin. Andy's face crumpled. Yes. Lumka stood without meaning to. I'll fix this, she said. I'll talk to them. This is sick. Andy's eyes filled. I haven't said yes, she said. I'm not a monster. I know, Lumka said. I never thought you were. Andy shook her head. You think you know me. You don't know me now. I don't even know me now. Lumka sat slowly. What are you going to do? I don't know, Andy whispered. I don't know if betraying my friend is worse than this feeling of drowning. I don't know. They sat in silence, each holding the edges of a future neither wanted. When Lumka got home, she went straight to her parents' bedroom and knocked. "Come in," her father said. She stepped in. "Did you offer Andy's family money to break me and Menzi?" Her mother did not blink. "We offered to help them," she said. "We made a suggestion that would also save you." "Save me from what?" Lumka asked. "From the person I chose?" "From a life you will regret when the romance fades," her mother said. "I am your mother. I will not watch you burn." "You asked my best friend to sleep with my boyfriend," Lumka said, flat. "We asked her to date him," her mother said. "Pregnancy was an option if things developed." Lumka turned to her father. "And you?" He hesitated 1 second too long. "We are trying to protect you," he said. "We have seen more than you." Her grandfather's door opened down the passage. He had heard raised voices. He came in, eyes dark. "What is this?" he asked. Babelwa lifted her chin. "We did what you do not have the courage to do," she said to him. "We intervened." "You played with children's lives," he said, voice low. "In my house." Babelwa met his stare. "In our house," she said. He turned to Lumka. "What do you want to do?" "I want to be with Menzi," she said. "I want you to stop controlling everyone." Her mother's face flushed. "We are done for tonight," she said. "Go to bed." Lumka walked out, shaking. She closed her door and sat on the floor. Her phone buzzed. "Are you safe?" "Menzi." "Yes." "Can I come over?" "Yes." She grabbed her keys and left again. In the quiet streets, she walked with her hands in her pockets. She reached the small bar where they had first kissed. Menzi waited outside. He saw her face and opened his arms. She stepped into him and cried. "What happened?" he asked. She told him everything. He listened without interrupting, jaw tight. "When money has too much power," he said finally, "people forget their own faces." "I'm sorry," she said. "This mess is my family. It touches you." "It touches us," he said. "We will decide what we do, not them." She took a breath. "I choose you." "Okay," he said. "Then we move forward, clear, together." She nodded. Together. They stood under a streetlight that buzzed. No metaphors, no speeches, just two students in a city night, choosing.